Thank you for watching my presentation on sports media and the internet. My name is David Dahl. Being a big sports fan, I wanted to look at sports mass media and how it's influenced by the internet specifically, and what kind of trends we're starting to see. Of Americans polled, 71% of adults say they follow sports. So you can see a wide majority of Americans are sports fans in one way or another. And of those polled, on average, they spend about 7.6 hours a week consuming sports just this past year. So we spend a lot of our week just watching sports. Evidence of this is Sunday Night Football is the highest rated program on television according to Nielsen. From a business perspective, ESPN's net worth is $40 billion, with it actually 57% of Disney's total earnings. So you can see sports has a huge influence in all phases of business and media. How do people follow it though? 94% of those people say they follow through TV, which is actually down from 2% in 2012 from 96%. Another form is newspapers, print, 52% in 2013 and 53% in 2012, so another decrease. And then live, 50% followed live, and then 51% in 2012, so another decrease. It's starting to see a trend. What's interesting is that with internet, 63% they use the internet to follow it, with a 7% increase from 2012, and then the same with mobile. In 2012, only 25% said they use their mobile devices to follow their sports, but recently this year, there's a 10% increase. 35% said they will follow it through their mobile devices. So why are we starting to see this trend of getting away from television and print and more towards the internet and our mobile devices? One is easier access. It's a lot easier to gain the information, the stats you want through the internet. Another thing is team-specific sites, where you're able to follow the teams you want and not get any of the fluff of the other teams or hear about any of the other teams you want. You just get the information you want. And then more interactive. You can change camera angles, you can chat with other people while you're watching the game. It just makes a lot more fun experience when you're watching the game on the internet. So what does this really mean for sports media? Well, one, Wi-Fi in sports stadiums. Teams are starting to provide Wi-Fi in their stadiums to get people to come and get that same internet interactive experience at their stadiums. Another thing is new advertisements and techniques. Teams are starting to find new ways to advertise on the internet and get away from television advertisement to get their message and their team out there. Another is the increase in fantasy sports popularity, which has always been pretty popular, but now it's been a lot easier to follow and keep track of your teams using the internet, and so it's really becomes a huge business. And then with sports betting, which has always been a big business, but now it's a lot easier because then you don't have to go down to a bookie, but you can just go on your computer and place bets, which as students I don't know we don't do, but it's part of the mass media and it's part of the industry. And in conclusion, we can determine that TV still is going to dominate. Still 94% of people follow sports through television. It's not going to really change that much very soon, I don't think. But internet definitely gives a new perspective on sports. It really changes the way we watch and the way we follow sports. And so we can determine that we're going to see this trend continue. We're going to see more people watching their games on the internet. We're going to see them following their favorite sports team through their team app on their iPad or whatever. So there's definitely a change coming aboard, but it's a change for the better. And that is my presentation. Thank you.